Welcome. We are a family here and we think you're going to fit right in. My God, didn't that sound horrific? But those types of workplaces are out there. Avoid them like the plague and run a mile. And I'm going to do my best in this video to remind you that co-workers and corporate cultures should never be considered as family, because they're not. So if you are someone that is obsessed with your job and you believe this and you love your co-workers, my God, this video is not for you. Turn it off before you get triggered, because we are in a world where everyone is woke and triggered. But I am going to provide information to those who want the telltale signs, so that they can avoid all of these problems in the workplace, because there are many. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to bring awareness around the fact that a job is a job. It's a contractual agreement to fulfill a role in exchange for a monetary value where you get paid at the end of the week and the end of the month. That's it. No more, no less. So those who take it that step too far and start saying horrific things, the red flags such as, I love my co-workers, we're a family here and we all look after each other, run a mile, especially if you get those indicators in a job interview. But I do have my trusty notepad and I'm not going to leave anything out. I'm going to make sure I prepare you to avoid such workplaces, because typically any type of cult-like environments like work family will be very, very toxic and it'll end up in tears. I promise you, I've seen it firsthand many times. Thank God I'm out the 9 to 5. But these are the red flags. So let's kick this off. With a family culture within the workplace, you will have an expectation to go above and beyond your salary and contract. I've seen it firsthand. And for example, if you are clocking off at your finish time, but there are people within that company that have become obsessed with the job, they will look at you like you are the odd one out, which will end up giving you problems, because if the majority have fallen into the culture of we are a family here and they're staying beyond their paid hours, you will be the odd one out, resulting in you probably losing your job eventually and being blacklisted. That's the truth. Massive signs of potential toxic environments are things such as, I love my co-workers, or we are a family here and we have each other's backs. I trust my co-workers. Don't worry, I've always got your back. They are signs that are screaming incredibly loud to say this is a place where you want to run away from. At the end of the day, what is a workplace and why do we all go there? For one reason and one reason only: to earn money, to provide food and shelter for our families or for ourselves first and foremost. And the workplace by nature is a highly competitive place. It's dog eat dog, every person for themselves. Now look, I get it. Some people would be sitting there thinking, well, I have to spend 30, 40 hours a week. Okay, totally get it. So here's what we can do. Put in boundaries. Have some self-mastery. I don't know why we struggle so much to separate that line from being polite, being kind, saying, hey, how you doing? Hope all is well. Hope you had a great weekend. And then getting on with your job and focusing on bigger and better things outside of the workplace and having a passion, a purpose, a hobby, or you're aiming for a family goal that you're trying to achieve, which is why you're in the workplace to earn money. You have a life to live and a real family where there's unconditional love, opposed to a condition in the workplace under a contract. Okay, so it's having a boundary. Yes, you have to spend time with these people, sometimes more than you see your family, but you don't have to take it too far. Now, something I do believe is that you should not be getting close with people over social media. You should not be accepting, and this is a massive red flag, social media requests. If your manager, your supervisor, and your co-workers within the first week of you starting in the business start adding you on Facebook, on Instagram, and all these kind of things, and then they ask you, oh, hey, I requested you as a friend on social media, but you haven't accepted yet. You shouldn't. They should not be knowing what's going on in your personal life, because then that can influence decisions. Promotions, do they really need a promotion? There's two of them earning money. We won't give it to them. Oh, what did you get up to the weekend? I didn't realize you only lived down the road. Do you want to meet up? Do you want to come around for a barbecue? No, keep it separate. Keep the boundaries. I am not a believer on accepting all of these friend requests on social media. You should be living a separate life from your workplace to your real life. Now let's address some of the facts in the workplace. Co-worker relationships are totally situational. They are only formed because you are both there to fulfill a purpose and a task list given to you by the employer. You fulfill that role and you get on with people in between. You don't have to take it too far. So it's only a situational relationship. Co-workers and co-worker relationships are conditional. They are not unconditional. So again, going back to the terminology of we are a family and I love my co-workers and I do trust them and they are my bestie. I'm sorry to burst the bubble. And there might be people sitting here thinking, what a load of rubbish. It's not. It's facts. It is not unconditional love. I love my son unconditionally. I've never, ever in a million years loved anyone I've worked with. I've gotten on with people, I've had a good laugh, I've had good banter, but I've never walked away and thought, my heart just pulled because I love them so much. I will die on the shield for them. It's just rubbish. This is a big fact, and we all know it. Co-workers will serve the hand that feeds them. Therefore, we are all aware that every employee is at the mercy of the employer and what they want you to do. So if a dispute comes up and HR gets involved and you've got two bezies, I've seen this many a time, like firsthand, and I'm sure you have as well. Do let me know in the comments below, by the way, if you've experienced anything of what I'm talking about. Even if you agree or disagree, right? Let me know. But I've seen this firsthand myself. Two people get very close. It's happened to me as well, where you get on with someone and you think, do you know what? It's a great working relationship. It's making the time go by, which is great for everyone involved. Promotions come up. It's that time of the year. Conversations start to happen behind closed doors and someone's leaving and there's a gap for an opportunity to go for a promotion. Then you start to see people change. And then you see people's real agenda going back to why we got the job in the first place, to earn money. And most people want to climb the corporate ladder, so they start doing things behind closed doors, little conversations in the corridors. They start leveraging in their favor. They might drop a few nuggets on what you've been up to a manager that might go against you, but it plays in their favor. It's very politically calculated. It's like a constant game of poker. And then the office politics, the rumors start spreading. And when a HR investigation comes up or a performance review and you require your besie, who you trusted so much, who said that they would have your back, they're not willing to stand up and be a witness. They're not willing to speak up against the employer and have your back. They might even say what the employer wants them to say. They're going to go home and think, oh my God, I've been invited in by the guy or girl I work with. I don't really want to get involved because then I might be blacklisted. And your wife or husband's going to say, don't get involved. They're only a co-worker. Oh, it's changed now. Oh, it's changed now. I thought you were bezies. So you have to remember, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Loyalty in corporations and the workplace does not exist. I can promise you this now. I've been in business now for many years. Business is business. You get a job done under the agreed contract. That is it. There's no loyalty. It is dog eat dog. You collaborate, you help as many people as possible, but when it comes down to the nitty gritty, when money is involved, there are no friends, there's no loyalty, and they will look after themselves and feed their families over sticking up for you. The loyalty will go out the window. And if you don't believe that, you just haven't been burnt yet. Something has not come up where that has been proven, but I promise you, spend long enough in the corporate world, in employment, it will happen at some point. So finally, the overview. What is the workplace? It is a location that you leave your real family, the people that you truly love, and the friends outside of your work that you meet up with when you're not at work. You leave them and your family to go to a location which you've been given, and the people that you work with have been assigned to you. You fulfill a role, you fulfill a contract, and in return you get money paid into your bank every week and every month. Set those boundaries and know that. I get it. You want to make the time fly, as did I, which is why I had banter and I was polite and I got on with 98% of the people I used to work with. But you have to apply self-mastery. You do not need to get caught up. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. If you are someone that has turned around in the past and said, I love my co-workers, and you've bought into the family culture, I do mean this in the nicest way. You need more going on in your life. Have you got a partner? I don't know. If not, go get a partner, a wife, a husband, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever. Have some kids, get some true perspective on life, and understand that there is far more outside the corporate world than loving co-workers who are only there for their agenda, and you as well. You do need more going on in your life if you find yourself disagreeing with me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I feel very strongly about this, that you should have boundaries in life. I think you should also have aspirations outside the workplace. I don't think climbing the corporate ladder is as exciting as some people believe it is. At the end of the day, your puppet strings become shorter, you're told what to do, you've always been assigned what you have to do, and you're on the chopping block. The higher you climb up the corporate ladder, there's always someone biting at your heels. I'm a big believer in entrepreneurship, and I'm so glad now I get to choose who I work with, where I work with, and for anyone who is thinking, do you know what, I'd like a bit of entrepreneurship and business in my life, a bit of a lifestyle business where I can work wherever I want, with who I want, earn how much money, go on holiday when I want, all of that's legit. It's really hard work, by the way, but it's totally possible. There are loads of free links and resources in my description waiting for you to go and learn, self-educate, and just go and apply it. And there's loads of help which you can get in the description. I hope this video has opened up your eyes, and maybe it's going to stop you from accepting a job offer, which this would become the reality, that toxic workplace family. I'll see you on the next video. Please do like and subscribe. Take care. I'm rooting for all of you.